Hello everyone! Lil Nas X, once a record-shattering hitmaker, has seemingly faded from the spotlight, leaving many to wonder how he could have fumbled one of the biggest opportunities in the music industry. Love him or hate him, the world has never seen an artist like Lil Nas X. He transitioned from a full-time social media troll to an overnight celebrity. But after smashing countless records and sparking fierce backlash, his star has dimmed. How did this happen? This breakdown explores Lil Nas X's epic rise to fame, his perceived humiliating fall from grace, the origin story of his breakout hit Old Town Road, his attempts to move beyond being a one-hit wonder, the superstar rappers who refused to collaborate with him, the controversial music video that derailed his momentum, his public apology for its content, the lackluster reception to his new album rollout, and whether there's any chance for a comeback or if his flop era serves as a warning to the next generation of artists aiming to go viral. How does Lil Nas X make money? Lil Nas X's financial success is straightforward. He makes a song about a horse, a song about a sandwich, and the money rolls in. His wealth comes from music sales, streaming revenue, merchandise like the infamous Satan shoes, tour, and his social media influence, which drives brand deals and viral marketing. Early life and rise to fame. Before the world knew him as Lil Nas X, he was Montero Lamar Hill. Born in Atlanta, Georgia, Montero had a challenging childhood, spending his formative years with his mother in the notorious Bankhead housing projects, a place tied to Atlanta's rap legends like T.I., Shawty Lo, Young Dro, and D for L. At age 9, he moved to live with his father, a gospel singer, whose love for music influenced him. However, Montero's true passion was going viral. As a teenager, he obsessively created memes and trolled on social media, running a widely popular Nicki Minaj fan account called Nasmarai on Twitter, amassing over 5 million followers. Despite his online success, he admitted to feeling directionless and lonely in real life. He briefly attended the University of West Georgia for computer science but dropped out after a year. In a Time magazine interview, he said, "It was like, I'm able to go viral, but I'm not promoting anything that's going to help me until music came along." Lil Nas X combined his passions for music and virality with Old Town Road. In 2018, he bought a beat from Dutch producer Young Kio for $30 and recorded the vocals in under an hour at an Atlanta studio during a $20 Tuesday promotion. After recording the country-inspired track, he created over 100 TikTok memes to promote it. By early 2019, Old Town Road became a fast-moving phenomenon, fueled by the Yeehaw Challenge on TikTok, where millions posted their own edits. Within months, Lil Nas X went from a TikTok trend to a Billboard blockbuster. Old Town Road topped the Hot 100 for a record-breaking 19 weeks, becoming the fastest-selling Diamond-certified record, boosted by a remix featuring Billy Ray Cyrus. Industry insiders noted that Lil Nas X, a complete outsider, not only took over the Billboard charts but smashed every conceivable record in the process. Controversy surrounding Old Town Road. The rise of Old Town Road wasn't without controversy. Billboard removed it from the Hot Country Songs chart before it reached #1, claiming it didn't embrace enough elements of today's country music. Country purists criticized the song for relying on a sample and a drum machine, but some argued this was a backhanded way to prevent a black artist from becoming the top-selling country musician. Others dismiss Lil Nas X as a passing fad, lucky to have gone viral. Despite its streaming success, he was labeled a one-hit wonder. Understandable given his lack of a track record beyond his Nicki Minaj fandom and one massive song. Fans argued he had peaked, predicting a downhill trajectory, proving the doubters wrong. To his credit, Lil Nas X began to silence critics. His follow-up single, Panini, peaked at number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100 and earned a Grammy nomination. In June 2019, he came out as gay, becoming one of the industry's most visible and successful young gay artists, enhancing his authentic, off-the-cuff image. This set the stage for his boldest move yet. In 2021, he released Montero Call Me By Your Name, his second chart-topping hit. The music video, featuring him riding a stripper pole to hell, ignited a firestorm. Conservative critics called it blasphemous and anti-Christian, accusing him of targeting children. Lil Nas X laughed off the backlash, using it to disrupt another industry. He collaborated with art collective MSCHF to release 666 pairs of Satan shoes, custom Nike Air Max 97s with satanic imagery and human blood-infused ink priced at $1.18 each. All sold out in under a minute, netting over $677. Nike sued Lil Nas X and MSCHF for trademark infringement. A case later settled, but it solidified his rule-breaking reputation. South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem, now Secretary of Homeland Security, blasted the shoes as a symbol of America's spiritual decline, tweeting, "Our kids are being told that this kind of product is not only okay, it's exclusive. But do you know what's more exclusive? Their God-given eternal soul. We are in a fight for the soul of our nation. We need to fight hard and we need to fight smart. We have to win." Lil Nas X fired back, "You're a whole governor and on here tweeting about some damn shoes. Do your job." His willingness to confront critics won him more fans but made him divisive, forcing people to be 100% for or against him. This strategy paid off with his 2021 debut album Montero, which moved over 120,000 units in its first week and produced another #1 hit, Industry Baby. Co-produced by Kanye West, the album earned Grammy nominations, including Album of the Year, suggesting Lil Nas X had outgrown the one-hit wonder label. Struggles for industry respect. Despite chart success, Lil Nas X struggled to gain respect from peers. In a Breakfast Club interview, he admitted approaching Drake for a feature on Montero but was rejected, as Drake was focused on Certified Lover Boy. In a GQ interview, he called Drake his idol, saying, "I don't usually ask for features like that, but for every feature I did ask for on the album, like every single one of them worked besides Drake." He also reached out to Nicki Minaj, his longtime hero, but was snubbed. His obsession with Minaj cost him further. In Sun Goes Down, he referenced her, singing, "And nobody knows it when you're silent. I'd be by my phone, standing Nicki, morning into dawn. Only place I felt like I belonged." This sparked backlash from Minaj's fanbase, the Bards, who accused him of clout chasing, especially since he initially denied running the Nas Mariah account. Minaj forgave him, tweeting, "It was a bit of a sting when you denied being a barb, but I understand. Congratulations on building up your confidence to speak your truth." Lil Nas X promised not to mention her again, saying, "To the barbs who feel I'm using Nicki's name for attention, the song I released last night was recorded last year, and it's about my life, which 6 of those years were dedicated to Nicki. It's no fake love, but I understand how it looks, so I will no longer mention her." These failed feature requests highlighted a key issue. Despite his hits, rap's biggest names didn't respect him enough to collaborate. with critics arguing his success relied on internet antics and controversy. From Satan's Shoes to the provocative industry baby video, the J. Christ misstep. In January 2024, Lil Nas X released J. Christ, intended as a comeback single. The video, featuring him playing basketball against Satan, being crucified, and dressed as Noah, echoed the provocative style of Montero. Fans and critics saw it as repetitive, designed to offend the same conservative Christian audience. Rapper Lecrae, the first rapper to win a Grammy for a gospel album, tweeted, "Okay, I got to admit Lil Nas is playing with fire mocking Jesus. He's getting the attention he wants from folks at the risk of searing his conscience. Still, if God can transform King Neb, murderers, slave masters, sex workers, etc., he can add another blasphemer to the list." Others echoed Lecrae, feeling Lil Nas X's satire had crossed a line. Unlike Montero, which reached #1, J. Christ failed to resonate, with lyrics like, "Is he about to give him something viral?" suggesting a desperate bid for attention. The backlash was so severe that Lil Nas X issued a video apology, saying, "I can act and bothered all I want, but it's definitely taking a mental toll on me. This wasn't like AU to the Christians. It was literally me saying I'm back like Jesus. I was put on this earth to bring people closer together and promote love. And that's who I am. I'm not some evil demon guy trying to destroy everybody's values and stuff like that. That's not me." The J. Christ flop shattered his rebel image, casting him as a one-trick pony reliant on shock value, the Dreamboy era, and further struggles. In November 2024, Lil Nas X announced his Dreamboy album era, aiming to distance himself from controversy. However, the rollout was marred by issues. Producer Sega Bodega accused him of plagiarizing the cover art for his 2021 single Angel on My Shoulder for the Dreamboy artwork. Lil Nas X admitted it was a reference, but the similarities were undeniable, damaging his credibility. Singles like Light Again and Meet That Boy failed to chart, and despite a bold strategy of releasing a new single daily, his March 2025 music video hotbox I Won't Say I Got a Feel for You. Lil Nas. But I got a feel for you. Lil Nas. I pay the whole bill for you. Lil Nas. I'll do my little jig for you. Lil Nas made no impact on the Billboard charts, marking another flop. This was a stark contrast to his earlier success, when he was hailed as the defining star of his generation. Is a comeback possible? Lil Nas X's rise was driven by the novelty of Old Town Road, its catchy genre-blending sound, and his strategic viral rollouts, from Satan's Shoes to provocative videos. However, as the newness wore off, fans struggled to connect with his story. His music often seemed designed solely to go viral, lacking a consistent sound or style, which is why recent releases have failed to resonate. In the last year, his songs have barely impacted the culture. His downfall is a warning to future artists. While going viral can bring overnight fame, a long-term career requires consistent artistry and industry connections, which Lil Nas X has struggled to maintain. His challenges deepened in April 2025, when he was hospitalized for partial facial paralysis affecting the right side of his face. In a video from his hospital bed, he admitted losing control of half his face but later updated fans on his recovery. This health scare, combined with his professional setbacks, suggests he may need to delay his comeback. His rapid rise and fall mirror other viral stars who couldn't sustain their initial excitement. For a similar case, consider the Island Boys' failed music career. Conclusion: Lil Nas X's journey from a social media troll to a chart-topping star was extraordinary. But his reliance on controversy, failure to secure peer respect, and recent flops have fueled perceptions of a fall from grace. Whether he can rebound depends on his ability to redefine his artistry and rebuild industry trust. His story is both an inspiration and a cautionary tale for the next generation of viral artists.